15 ways to tell your dog you love him. When you share your life with a dog, you begin to realize that love between a human and a dog is not spoken. It is felt. Many owners express affection constantly, yet dogs understand love in a very different way than humans do. For a dog, love is not about words or dramatic gestures. It is about safety, calmness, trust, and emotional presence. When you learn how dogs naturally experience affection, your bond becomes deeper and more meaningful. Way number 1. Speak to your dog with calm energy and a gentle voice. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to emotional energy. Long before dogs became companions, they survived by reading subtle changes in tone, posture, and behavior. Even today, your dog can sense your emotions instantly. He knows when you are calm, anxious, or upset without you saying anything at all. Because of this, the way you speak matters far more than the words you use. Many people express love by becoming excited, raising their voice, or speaking rapidly. While this feels affectionate to humans, it can actually overwhelm a dog. High energy does not always mean comfort. To a dog, calmness means safety. A slower voice, relaxed breathing, and gentle eye contact tell your dog that he is secure with you. When you speak softly to your dog, his body responds immediately. His breathing slows, his muscles relax, and his nervous system settles. This calm interaction releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that strengthens emotional connection. That is why dogs often lean into their owners, sigh deeply, or rest quietly nearby when spoken to gently. In those moments, your dog is not just listening. He is feeling loved. Way number 2, show love by respecting your dog's personal space. One of the most misunderstood aspects of loving a dog is physical affection. Humans naturally show love through hugging, holding, and close contact. Dogs, however, do not communicate affection in the same way. In the dog world, being restrained or unable to move freely can feel uncomfortable, even when there is trust. Many dogs tolerate hugs because they love their owners, not because the hug feels good to them. Subtle signs of discomfort often go unnoticed, such as turning the head away, yawning, lip licking, or showing the whites of the eyes. These are gentle ways dogs communicate stress, not disobedience. True love means giving your dog choice. When you allow your dog to approach you instead of forcing contact, you're telling him that his comfort matters. When you allow him to walk away without calling him back, you are showing respect. Dogs build deep trust with people who do not control them through force, but allow them freedom within safety. When your dog chooses to sit close to you, lean against you, or lie nearby without being asked, that is his way of expressing affection. Respecting personal space strengthens emotional security. And emotional security is how dogs experience love. Way number 3, touch your dog in a way that makes him feel safe. Physical touch is one of the most powerful ways to communicate love to a dog, but only when it is done correctly. Not all petting feels comforting. Many dogs dislike fast movements or being touched on sensitive areas like the top of the head or face. These actions can feel intrusive rather than affectionate. Dogs tend to feel most relaxed when touched slowly and gently on areas like the chest, shoulders, and sides of the body. This kind of touch feels grounding and reassuring. Slow, rhythmic movements signal safety and calmness to your dog's nervous system. You can tell when your dog is enjoying the touch by observing his body language. A relaxed posture, leaning into your hand, closed eyes, or a deep sigh all indicate comfort and trust. If your dog pulls away, stopping immediately shows him that you respect his boundaries. That respect strengthens your bond more than any forced affection ever could. Quiet moments of gentle touch, especially during calm times of the day, create emotional closeness. In those moments, your dog is not seeking excitement. He is seeking connection. He is learning that you understand him, respect him, and make him feel safe. When a dog feels safe, loved, and respected, the bond becomes unbreakable. Dogs do not need grand gestures to feel affection. They need calm presence, gentle understanding, and love expressed in a language they were born to understand. As your relationship with your dog grows, love begins to show itself not only in affection, but in presence. Dogs are deeply social animals. They evolved to live in close-knit groups where connection was built through shared time, predictable behavior, and emotional reliability. To a dog, love is not something that appears occasionally. It is something that feels consistent and dependable. Way number 4, show love through consistent time and routine. Dogs feel safest when life is predictable. Routine is not boring to a dog. It is comforting. When you feed your dog around the same time, walk him regularly, and create daily moments of connection, your dog learns that you are reliable. Reliability is one of the strongest forms of love a dog can experience. Spending time does not mean constant entertainment. Simply being present matters more than doing something exciting. Sitting in the same room, working quietly while your dog rests nearby, or sharing calm moments together builds emotional security. Your dog learns that your presence does not always demand something from him. It simply exists. When a dog knows what to expect from you, anxiety decreases. His body relaxes, his behavior improves, and his trust deepens. Over time, this consistency tells your dog that you are someone he can depend on. In the canine world, dependability equals love. Even short daily rituals like a quiet morning greeting or an evening check-in become emotionally meaningful. Your dog may start to wait for these moments, not because he wants food or play, but because those moments remind him that he belongs. Way number 5, walk with your dog, not just for your dog. Walking is more than exercise. For a dog, a walk is a shared experience. It is time spent exploring the world together, side by side. When walks are rushed, distracted, or treated as a chore, dogs feel it. When walks are calm and connected, dogs feel emotionally fulfilled. Dogs experience the world through scent. Allowing your dog to stop and sniff is not wasting time. It is allowing him to process information, release stress, and feel mentally satisfied. When you patiently walk at your dog's pace and allow exploration, you are showing respect for his natural instincts. A walk where your dog feels heard and unhurried strengthens your bond. Your dog begins to associate you with freedom, curiosity, and safety. He learns that being with you does not mean constant control, but shared experience. During these walks, your dog is not just moving his body. He is building trust. He is learning that you will guide him without forcing him. Over time, these moments create emotional closeness that cannot be achieved indoors. Dogs who feel connected on walks often check in with their owners naturally, look back for reassurance, and stay emotionally engaged. This is a sign of love built through companionship rather than command. Way number 6, use eye contact the right way. Eye contact is powerful in the dog world. Used incorrectly, it can feel threatening. Used correctly, it becomes one of the deepest forms of connection. When a dog chooses to make soft eye contact with you, it means trust. Staring directly at a dog can feel intimidating, especially if the dog does not initiate it. However, gentle, relaxed eye contact shared naturally during calm moments can release oxytocin in both you and your dog. This chemical response strengthens emotional bonding and creates feelings of attachment. When your dog looks at you softly, blinking slowly or relaxing his face, he is not challenging you. He is connecting with you. Returning that look with a calm expression and relaxed posture reinforces that bond. These moments often happen naturally when your dog is resting, sitting near you, or calmly observing you. There is no need to force them. When they happen on their own, they are meaningful. They tell your dog that you see him and that he is safe being emotionally open with you. Dogs who trust their humans deeply often seek eye contact for reassurance rather than instruction. In those quiet exchanges, words are unnecessary. The connection is felt, not spoken. When love is built through time, shared experiences, and mutual trust, it becomes something steady and lasting. Your dog does not question your affection. He feels in the way you move through life together, side by side, calmly and securely. As the bond between you and your dog deepens, love begins to appear in the smallest details. Dogs notice patterns humans overlook. They remember how you respond when they are unsure, how you act when they are afraid, and whether you protect them when the world feels overwhelming. To a dog, love is proven not through grand actions, but through emotional safety and understanding. Way number 7, protect your dog from fear and overwhelm. Dogs rely on their humans to help them navigate a world filled with unfamiliar sounds, people, and situations. When something scares your dog, he does not need punishment or dismissal. He needs reassurance. How you respond in those moments shapes how deeply your dog trusts you. If your dog becomes frightened by loud noises, strangers, or sudden changes, staying calm is essential. Dogs look to their owners for emotional cues. When you remain relaxed and supportive, your dog learns that fear does not equal danger. Over time, this builds emotional resilience. Protection does not mean sheltering your dog from everything. It means recognizing when something is too much and stepping in before stress turns into anxiety. Creating distance from overwhelming situations, offering a calm presence, and allowing your dog to recover at his own pace communicates love in a language he understands. When your dog realizes that you will not force him into fear, he begins to feel emotionally secure. That security becomes a foundation of trust. And trust to a dog is love. Way number 8. Feed your dog with intention, not just habit. Feeding time is one of the most emotionally significant moments in a dog's day. To a dog, food is not just nutrition. It represents care, survival, and provision. How you handle feeding can either strengthen or weaken your emotional bond. When meals are rushed, distracted, or inconsistent, dogs can feel uncertain. When feeding is calm and intentional, dogs feel cared for. Simply being present during meals, speaking softly, and maintaining a predictable routine helps your dog associate you with comfort and stability. Occasionally hand-feeding small portions, especially during training or bonding moments, can deepen trust. This does not create dependence. It reinforces your role as a provider who is attentive and gentle. Using food as a reward rather than a bribe also matters. When your dog earns food through calm behavior or simple engagement, he feels mentally fulfilled. This fulfillment strengthens emotional connection and confidence. For a dog, being fed with patience and consistency is not taken for granted. It is felt as love. Way number 9. Play in a way that builds connection, not chaos. Play is a powerful emotional tool. For dogs, play is not just about burning energy. It is a form of communication and bonding. The way you play with your dog determines whether play creates trust or overstimulation. Play that is too rough, unpredictable, or competitive can confuse dogs. Calm, interactive play builds cooperation. Games that involve gentle chasing, tug with clear rules, or problem-solving toys allow your dog to engage both mentally and emotionally. When you play with your dog while staying emotionally present, your dog learns that interaction with you is rewarding and safe. Ending play sessions calmly, rather than abruptly, helps your dog regulate excitement and return to a relaxed state. Play also builds confidence. When your dog feels successful during play, he feels understood. This understanding strengthens your bond far more than constant excitement ever could. Dogs who feel emotionally connected during play often seek interaction naturally and respond more attentively. They are not just playing with you, they are bonding with you. Love grows strongest when a dog feels protected, provided for, and emotionally understood. These experiences shape how your dog views you, not just as an owner, but as a trusted partner in life. As time passes, dogs begin to understand love not only through what you do, but through how you respond to them as individuals. Every dog has a unique personality, emotional threshold, and way of communicating. When you begin to recognize and honor those differences, your dog feels truly seen. And for a dog, being understood is one of the deepest expressions of love. Way number 10. Listen to your dog's body language. Dogs are always communicating, but not with words. They speak through posture, movement, facial expressions, and energy. When you take the time to notice these signals and respond appropriately, your dog learns that you respect him. A relaxed dog moves freely, carries a loose posture, and breathes calmly. A stressed dog may stiffen, pace, avoid eye contact, or show subtle signs like yawning or lip licking. These signals are not misbehavior. They are emotional information. When you acknowledge your dog signals by slowing down, creating space, or adjusting your behavior, you show emotional awareness. Your dog begins to trust that he does not need to escalate his communication to be heard. Over time, this mutual understanding strengthens your bond and reduces stress-based behaviors. Dogs feel loved when they are not forced to suppress their feelings. When their communication is honored, they feel safe expressing themselves honestly. Way number 11. Be patient during mistakes and learning. Dogs do not misbehave out of spite. When they make mistakes, they are either confused, overstimulated, fearful, or still learning. How you respond in those moments teaches your dog whether love is conditional or steady. Reacting with anger or frustration can damage trust, even if no physical harm is done. Dogs are highly sensitive to emotional tone. A disappointed or harsh reaction can linger longer than the mistake itself. Patience communicates safety. When you calmly guide your dog, redirect behavior, and allow room for learning, your dog understands that he does not need to fear failure. This emotional security encourages confidence and willingness to try again. Dogs who feel safe making mistakes are more engaged, more responsive, and more emotionally connected. They learn faster because they are not operating under stress. In their world, patience is love. Way number 12. Create a safe resting space. Rest is deeply emotional for dogs. Where a dog chooses to sleep and relax reflects how safe he feels. Providing a comfortable, quiet resting space is a powerful way to express love. A dog's resting area should be free from constant noise, sudden disruptions, and forced interaction. When a dog knows he has a place where he will not be disturbed, his nervous system relaxes. Respecting the space is just as important as creating it. Allowing your dog to rest undisturbed, especially when he chooses solitude, shows emotional respect. This tells your dog that he does not have to be alert or perform to earn your affection. Dogs who feel safe at rest are more emotionally balanced and secure. Their trust deepens because they know their vulnerability is protected. Love, to a dog, is the freedom to relax without fear. As your dog experiences understanding, patience, and emotional safety, the bond becomes quiet and strong. It no longer needs constant reinforcement. It simply exists, steady and reliable, woven into everyday life. Love, to a dog, is not something dramatic or loud. It is something that feels steady over time. As the bond matures, dogs begin to measure love through loyalty, presence, and emotional consistency. The deepest relationships are built not on perfection, but on trust that never disappears, even during change. Way number 13. Stay emotionally present during changes. Dogs are deeply affected by change. New schedules, new homes, new family members, or even subtle emotional shifts can create uncertainty. When change happens, your dog watches you more closely than ever. He looks for reassurance in your behavior, tone, and routine. Remaining emotionally present during these times is one of the strongest ways to communicate love. Maintaining familiar rituals, offering calm reassurance, and staying patient helps your dog understand that change does not mean abandonment. Dogs don't need explanations. They need consistency. When your dog sees that your connection remains steady even when life changes, his trust deepens. He learns that your bond is not dependent on circumstance. For a dog, love is knowing that no matter what changes, you are still there. Way number 14. Let your dog be himself. Every dog has a unique personality. Some are energetic, some are cautious, some are playful, and others are calm observers. Love grows when you stop trying to shape your dog into an ideal version and begin accepting who he truly is. Allowing your dog to express his natural behaviors within healthy boundaries tells him that he is valued, not controlled. Suppressing harmless traits in the name of perfection can create confusion and emotional distance. When your dog feels accepted, his confidence grows. He becomes more relaxed and emotionally open. Acceptance communicates love without conditions. It tells your dog that he does not need to change to belong. Dogs who are allowed to be themselves form deeper bonds because they feel emotionally safe expressing who they are. Way number 15. Choose your dog every day. The most powerful way to tell your dog you love him is through daily choice. Love is not proven once. It is proven repeatedly through attention, patience, and commitment. Choosing your dog means showing up even when you are tired. It means responding with kindness even when you are frustrated. It means continuing to care, guide, and protect without expecting anything in return. Dogs notice this consistency. They feel it in the way you greet them, the way you respond to their needs, and the way you include them in your life. Over time, this daily choice becomes unshakable trust. For a dog, Love is knowing that he is not temporary, replaceable, or forgotten. He is family. When you express love in ways your dog naturally understands, the bond becomes effortless. Your dog no longer questions his place. He feels it in every calm moment, every shared glance, and every quiet day spent together. And that feeling safe, steady, and unconditional is the greatest gift you can ever give your dog.